Hello guys, I hope you enjoyed that video there. That was all shot using Spotlight on the DJI Mini 3 Pro, and this is now my favorite feature. This has come to light from using this multiple times when traveling with this drone. I think it is absolutely fantastic. So this is a new feature on here along with tracking. Now, yes, tracking is really good. You can use trace and parallel, but with the whole focus track, I really do think that the Spotlight function is the best possible use of focus track. Let me explain. So Spotlight allows you to drag a box on screen around any object. So this is a hotel, and what it does is it handles all the panning motion of the gimbal for you. So all you have to do is move the sticks up, down, left or right, and it keeps that object centered in the frame perfectly, just like this shot here. It is awesome. You can do this manual for sure, but the results don't come out as good as this. You can even reverse as well. As you can see now, I'm going backwards and it still keeps the original hotel in the center of the frame. Absolutely fantastic. So for real estate or for travel videos or just basically making your shots look better than a manual fire, this is fantastic. You can see now I can switch onto this hotel, and now all I need to do is just pan to the right hand side really nice and slowly. It's going to keep that hotel, that original hotel, centered whilst capturing some other dynamic options. Awesome. Right, so this is usable up to 30 FPS only currently. I'm hoping we can get 60 FPS, but a tip for you is to use city mode. That's what I use majority of the time when using Spotlight. And these shots are money, literally money. Hotels pay a fortune for good videos that they can use in their promotional material year after year after year, and just look what Spotlight can do. So if you want to get your hotel paid for, your holiday paid for, your drones paid for with just a few of these shots, be my guest. Awesome. It's fantastic. I can't say enough good things. And look how accurate it is. So I've dragged the box around the very top of this hotel. It loses it a bit there, but it then recaptures it and allows this fantastic shot. Again, all I'm doing here literally is just pushing back on the right stick. It handles all the panning motion for you. This is complete butter. Look at this. Amazing. In this shot here, I'm quite far out from this hotel. I'm just simply going to drag the box around the hotel and then push right on the right stick. And as you can see here, it's just keeping that main hotel there centered in the frame. That's the main focus point. That's what hotels want to see. It's what they want to advertise. Absolutely fantastic. And just look at this now again, just how accurate it is. I can go onto the towers here, literally drag the box around it, and as I then turn, it keeps the towers pinpointed. This is amazing, fantastic, and it's so accurate as well and responsive. Brilliant. So that locked onto those towers perfectly, but it can also be used in forwards motion as well. So you can see now I can just literally push right on the right stick, fly forwards towards that hotel, and just check this out. Again, money. So after you've got that shot going forwards towards a hotel, which they would like, they would also want you to do a nice circular shot as well, revealing the landscape. So all I'm doing now is pushing bottom right, so diagonal right on the right stick. The drone is doing all the camera panning for you, everything. I've not slowed this down, this is just simply out of the drone. It is absolute fantastic. So when you're on holiday, go to multiple hotels in your area, or go to different good landscapes or hotels where you live, and then just capture all of these different moves that I'm doing. And I'll talk to you in a minute about how much you can make. Right, look at this pier. Look how far I am from the pier. Look how it locks onto that pier perfectly. So this pier is owned by this hotel where we stayed. So again, a nice promotional video for this hotel would be to capture a shot flying towards this pier just like this. Now, most hotels don't have the time to go out and learn how to fly a drone, so they will happily accept good quality promotions or videos of their hotel in photos or videos. So if you've got a video and you take really good high quality shots, they will pay between $2,000 to $5,000 for a video that they will then use again and again in all their promotional material. And Spotlight also works brilliantly tracking onto humans as well. Here it's now going around all these objects, keeping me completely centered, and brilliantly it also works in vertical mode as well. So again, making money on TikTok or Instagram for hotels, their advertisements, this is a game changer. So again, if you can do a video where you're shooting it both in Spotlight in horizontal and vertical, send that to them with a watermark over the top. You know, it saves them so much time, it saves them so much effort. It saves them hunting for drone operators and pilots, having to go out and find a marketing team to go out and pay for all that. They will pay you good money, and this is each hotel. The possibilities are endless. I'll talk a bit about photos as well, but look at this shot as well on Spotlight. So I've got it here locked onto the waterfall, and as I'm now panning, just literally pressing right, it's keeping the waterfall in this shot whilst panning and circling around all these boats. And check this shot out as well. Look at this boat coming, how it can absolutely lock on to high speed moving objects here. This boat is moving pretty fast. It's keeping perfect lock onto it. Now this here is a really popular tourist destination. As you can see, these boats come in here all the time. Now I checked these boats out beforehand, and their advertisement video wasn't very good. It was pretty crap. So I made one, I sent it to them, and let me tell you, it was worthwhile coming here, getting some shots. This is a massive opportunity that I'm sharing with you guys of how you can make some serious money. So think of the tourist areas that you're going to. Think of the really good hotels. Think of some tourist attractions. You can sell this to councils, you can sell it to the hotels, you can sell it to the tourist operators themselves. You have the technology and they have the money. It's a good opportunity for everybody. Now you might find that some hotels have their own drone, so you need to pitch your idea to them, or your video needs to be better than what they could do themselves, and they would want that. They should want this video. And to make sure your footage doesn't get used without your permission, you want to use a watermark on your photos and videos when sending them either an unlisted link on YouTube to the video or the photos. Have your watermark centered so they can't easily remove it. But make sure that you use good quality music. This will make that video look visually better. It's going to be the first thing that they hear, and they will often click off it straight away if it doesn't sound good. Now I use Artlist for my music and sound effects. They have thousands of tracks available and new ones are added daily. I could just type in cinematic or inspirational and get thousands of results. In this waterfall shot, I added sound effects by just typing in waterfall and then wind in the search bar, and by adding sound effects it makes that shot stand out even more. Good music and sound effects is so critical and often the difference to getting noticed. The Artlist plan starts at just $9.99 a month and covers you for all social media platforms. The license means that then you can then use the music copyright free and make money from all of your videos. If you want to check it out, I'll link it at the top of the description, and through my link you also get an additional 2 months free. And think, where is this promotional material going to get put? It's probably going to be online, so it might be on Instagram, it might be on TikTok, with the hotel might have their own page. It could also be used on their YouTube channel as well. They might want to use the photos in magazines or online on their website. So use vertical and horizontal. So do the same shots in vertical and then horizontal using Spotlight. And photos, again, do the same. So you want photos in vertical and horizontal, so they have then the choice of where they want to put that material. And ND filters will ensure that you get the best possible video quality. They're not always essential for photos, but in really bright light, like I've been here in super bright conditions. I was using an ND64. I didn't have an ND128 at the time, but what I was doing is I had an ND64 on. Now you may have noticed that I also had it in auto. This is because the Mini 3 Pro is an f1.7 and you can't adjust the aperture automatically like on the Mavic 3. So because in spotlight you're going to be circling or panning around an object, the lighting conditions are going to be changing all the time. So for this, in daylight it's okay, it will still reduce that shutter speed, but the quality is still going to be matched. I want that lighting to be consistent. So an ND filter, crucial. So I had an ND64 on, but I was still using auto in all of these shots and they look amazing. And I've used Freewell ND filters now for a number of years. I really stick by them. They are literally the best. Worth every penny. They don't break. They're really strong, really brilliant glass, dust and scratch resistant. So if you want the ND filters I use, the Mini 3, the ones I used on holiday, they do polarized ones which are really good for over water, and they also do another pack as well. But if you want either, I'll link them all in the description below. Right, let's talk how much to charge. Okay, so these prices aren't set in stone. This is simply a guide for you. So if you're going to go into a really well-known tourist attraction or a A-star hotel, like some of these hotels here, for a week stay would charge around about £2,000 to £3,000 for that stay, for that hotel alone. So I have no problem at all charging them the same value for a 30-second video, which they will then be able to use year after year to get more tourists to their hotel. So going high, so you could say, right, here's the video, and if they really like it, if you get some good feedback, how much? That's $5,000 for that video. Also, I'm going to throw in 10 to 20 photos as well for you, you know, like a package. They might not accept that straight away, they might offer you less, but because you've gone in high, you've got more chance of getting a decent amount. Now, don't sell yourself short. This is your time, this is your effort, but it needs to be good, it needs to be of good quality, or they simply can just do it themselves. So it needs to be better than what they could do on their own. Now, smaller hotels, Airbnbs, smaller chains, hotels which aren't going to cost as much, they're not going to be able to physically afford to pay that amount. So think between the $5,000 to $2,000 mark. But this is per hotel. So if you take a day out and try and escape your family and go and take multiple videos and photos of different hotels or different landmarks, different attractions, this can add up nicely. Right, photos. Photos are a good opportunity as well. Now for photos, you can either sell these to the hotels, which they will use mainly on Instagram, so make sure you're doing photos in vertical and horizontal, or you could maybe just trade them for, say, a free night stay or an upgrade to a better room. So a photo, you want to be charging between $50 to $100 per photo. This is after editing it, and again, it needs to be framed right, composition, it needs to be good. Otherwise, you know, they probably won't even offer you $1. It needs to be good quality. Now, as I mentioned before, you can also not charge them for this, and you can get free things instead. So maybe you might have a tourist attraction, you go, do you like these photos here? And they'll be like, oh my god, yeah, that's ace. What do you want for them? Well, I just want a free entry. So you might get free entry into that place, or it could be somewhere where it's got like a theme park as well maybe, and you get free fast passes to that place, or it could be free stays at the hotel, it could be free stays at a water park, or upgrades at the hotel to better rooms. So think about not always the money side of it, but actually what it could save you in return. So this drone now has massive potential to make you a lot of money, certainly get your money back from your drone really quick. It doesn't always have to be on holidays in really good areas. Tourist attractions which will want people coming to them in the area that you live is also a good starting block, or local councils, areas that you live. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe if you're new around here. Comment down below what you found the most interesting, and I'll see you guys on the next one.